covered some horrible, mad people there, Paul, but is there any one character that stands out from your time there that made you laugh a lot, just had funny ways, was probably a bit mad?
Not high profile, but he was, I'd say the closest friend that I had in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention his name because
No,
he might
don't
be out.
tell us his name, but
he might be out.
What was his characteristics? What made him funny, or what did you find funny?
He was very, very hyper. They thought he had like ADHD at one point, or schizoaffective disorder. He used to go round, he used to be on high dependency a lot, and he'd go from one wall to another wall to another, round in a circle, where he'd be kicking off his staff. I'd never ever had a fallout with him. I'd never had a punch up with him. Never, nothing like that. We never even said a bad word about each other to other people.
Yeah.
It was always, there was good connection between me and him. And he was in there because he punched a knife in someone on a bus back in the late 90s. And he'd been there for he'd been through run of the mill with it and got put in Broadmoor.
You'd been in there 10 years, Paul.
Yeah, near on 10, I think.
Near on 10, and you went backwards and forwards, like you've said. You sort of swung high dependency, low dependency, kept having issues.
Yeah, and then back again.
What was the thing that
I was on another high. I was back on Churchill Ward, another high dependency underneath Henley, and I've been involved in an incident with chair and just another frustration one. Don't get me wrong. I didn't have a vendetta against staff, but frustration. So I picked up a chair and I'm running at these staff. And what happened was, after the incident, they downloaded the images from the camp. Like they've got CCTV on the walls now. They had them back from about 2004. They started putting CCTV on the walls because of the incident, so they can, if they want to take it to court, then they can. That's their proof.
Yeah.
Like their evidence. And this particular time, the doctor thought it'd be a good idea to show me to myself what I look like and what I am like when I'm having an incident. They projected onto a big screen in a room with the doctor there. The nurse in charge at the time, my primary nurse, like personal nurse who's allocated to you for things, and they said to me, sit there, watch this, Paul. And then it came up on the screen, it was me, and I was, as I say, I was bigger than this. I was like well built.
I remember you being quite big.
Well built. Plus, got to remember, I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
And at the time, I was probably weighing about 18 stone. Not all fat either. It was
he was a big lad, yeah.
And I'm running at the staff, so he said, there's you with the chair, and look at the staff's faces. These are big men, Paul, because they were big staff members that worked the high dependency, but even the fear on it said, that's fear. People come to work thinking they're going to go home at night, and to get paid, not to never go home and get killed. And it was after that, seeing that and seeing myself.
And did it feel like, when you looked at it,
seeing myself, I looked at it and I thought,
think it was someone else.
That's me.
Yeah, but did it feel like? It
didn't feel like it was me. No.
You looked at that and thought, that's a different
I
person.
don't look like that.
Yeah.
I don't project myself like that.
And that's not what you want to be.
No, I didn't want to be like that.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, that is me, and look at these people's faces. These are like fully grown heads men. And then the fear on their face of thinking, we're in for it, we're going to get fucked, and we've only come to work money. They get danger money as well for working in Broadmoor. There's a lot of corruption. There used to be a lot of corruption years back, like selling stories to the News of the World all the time. But on this particular occasion, I say that thing there probably resonated with me in my head. Something's got to change.
That really was genuinely the first
that was seriously
that helped you.
After that, I thought to myself, I've got to toe the line, so I'm never getting out. And really, I've got so much to get out for.
Yeah. And you could live a life, couldn't you, Paul? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I proved that.
How long have you been out now?
10 years.
Right, so you've been out 10 years.
I proved that.
You've had a couple of minor hiccups with your health in that time, but you're not a violent person. No. You're not a horrible person.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? You do ask for help if you need it.
Yeah, I have a mental health team, and as I say, I'm okay at drinking alcohol. I don't get violent. But what happened was, it was a turning point. After that, I got a tribunal come up. Next tribunal, I'd been probably incident free for a year. I was on went from high dependency back onto the rehabilitation ward, where I appreciated it more. I appreciated it. You could have normal ceramic cups, normal metal knife.
More human.
More normal pottery plates.
Yeah.
The old plates that they have in hospitals, rather than the plastic shit. There were normal rooms with a normal bed. There weren't the plastic and fiberglass walls so it's a big difference then,
Paul.
You could open the windows.
Yeah, there's a big difference then in
There was, yeah. You could work your way up where you'd have a green ground access if you're approved by the team.
Yeah.
And you could go get taken out, and you won't have to be taken out by members of staff and
So you got a lot of privileges.
More privileges that you work towards. And then the main goal is to get a tribunal, have the tribunal say yes to medium security. Remember, I went on no 3741 Home Office restriction. At the time, I was on a 37 because I did get involved. I did get nicked. I did get charged with one of my incidents with the police and got sent to Reading Crown Court for it. So it did all change in the end. I weren't on a 3741 Home Office restriction.
Yeah, you hadn't got that bad.
I hadn't got that bad, because if I was on that, if you get in a tribunal even, and they say yes, that don't mean say anything, you're getting out. It's still down the Home Office.
Right, so it's not their decision,
down to the government.
Recommendation.
It's a recommendation.
Yes, a recommendation, but the government can look at that and go, no, we don't think so.
Yeah, we don't think we think he's hoodwinking you, or we think you made a big mistake. We're not
prepared to put the public.
Yeah. Right,
So coming out, Paul, that was good for you.
The morning, as I say, I was being transferred from immediate to medium security, and before that, I'd already previously visited for the day. Still as a Broadmoor patient, but as to meet the staff, to see the room that I could be in, what the rooms are like, get to know other patients. Admittedly, there was a couple of moody ones there, but they're everywhere. And I got to that stage where no matter how moody they are, it's still out of Broadmoor. And eventually what happens is...
You're tired with it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, but eventually what happens is you get leave. You get escorted leave into the community. I used to go to Morrison's eventually, and then on my own, I even went to college. Went to Bristol City College and trained as a personal trainer. Not the personal training level 3, I'd done level 2 as a gym instructor.
PT expert.
Yeah, I was what they call a student.
You was an older student.
Yeah, an older student.
Yeah.
I had 8 hours leave on my own, just get the bus.
And was that exciting for you, Paul?
It gave me a good boost,
Yeah,
and I was going to an outside gym. I joined the gym. I didn't know that I'd been here or that I'd come from there. Even in the college, when it was like a greeting, get to know you people. I said, yeah, I'm blah blah blah. I'm from blah blah blah, and I turned around and they'd already run it past me. Say it was based in a place called Fish Ponds, part of Bristol. I said, yeah, I'm from Fish Ponds. And it just so happened, matey across the desk said, "Oh, I live round there. Whereabouts you live?"
And you couldn't really say,
I didn't go that far as thinking that someone's going to be there from the same place.
Yeah, the only place you said.
So yeah,
you had someone who.
I said, look, be fair with everyone. Yeah. I'm currently an inpatient at the Froomside Clinic, which is a mental health facility, medium security. And I was just hoping an honest one.
They went, carry on.
They just went, fair play to you.
Yeah. But
I didn't mention about the Broadmoor.
No.
I didn't go that far back. But I didn't know what else to say. I had to come out with just what are the chances of that happening?
Yeah. But what?
First day at college, and they're like, "Oh, my name's Paul. Nice to meet you. Oh, where are you from?"
Yeah,
I'm from Fish Ponds.
You could have said any other part of Bristol.
Yeah.
But you said that one.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, like having them days out and that bit of privilege to do that.
It builds up your confidence, because the first day I went out,
I was going to say,
I couldn't even gauge the road. Now this might sound really, some people might not be able to actually relate or even understand what I'm talking about. I've been locked up for nearly 10 years.
And you couldn't gauge the traffic or the
traffic. Yeah, the traffic. Literally, I was being taken out to, goosebumps.
Yeah.
I was being taken out to the Morrisons across the road with a member of staff. All I've been used to was having 15-minute exercise in the grounds. There's no walls, you could run if you want to. And this time I was let out in the community with one member of staff. You can run off. And all they do, they won't chase you, they just phone the staff back at the ward, and the ward phone the police. Then you go on the run, they find you and take you back, and probably end up back in Broadmoor. Yeah? You know what I mean? It's pointless.
Yeah.
You meant I was on the road of progressing.
Yeah.
I wanted to progress, not fuck it up.
Yeah.
And the first time I went out, I'm standing there and it's like a dual carriageway, where you've got the bollards in the middle of the island, in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And went across, and the cars are quite further. Now, it wouldn't even enter my head. You just cross naturally, didn't you? Well, back there it was sort of like, hang on a minute. I stepped back off the pavement, into the road, off the road, back into the pavement. Wait a minute.
That's because you was 10 years out of society, wasn't it?
Yeah, like institutionalised.
Yeah. Wow, people like us would never
I was
institutionalised
so badly that I didn't even register gauge how far traffic was back, that I could cross that little bit of the road. Yeah. Even that little bit to the island, how far was that?
It was a challenge.
8-9 feet? Not even that, is it?
Yeah. Wow.
Like the width of a car and a little bit more.
Of a car, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was thinking? That if Paul comes back on, we should get some questions from the audience, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I
think
people would definitely want to know more. So if you've got genuine, interesting questions, Paul's a pretty good man to answer and give us an insight. I think he's done excellent.
Well, I've already gave them questions, the answers to the questions about the alcohol.
The one thing I'm going to ask you, because we've
stop butting in as well. The audience don't like it, Brendan.
I'm going to butt in again, but we've got Matt Price coming here later. Seeing as though you were privy to his show.
Yeah, I did see him once in there. He'd done a show for World Mental Health Day, him and a friend.
And was it?
I don't know whether it was him that couldn't handle the show or his friend.
Yeah.
So, but if you can imagine, like for World Mental Health Day,
it's a tough audience.
Yeah, tough audience. No alcohol.
Yeah.
You're in there. There's people that are heavily sedated or really paranoid, or both.
That's just the comedians.
Yeah. And for World Mental Health Day, the people that brought it together thought it'd be a good idea to have a comedy night.
Yeah.
Instead of a disco or barbecue that they usually have in the summer, they thought they'd have a comedy night for World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
And they've brought in these two comedians. They get paid £500 each. They get paid £500 each out of the budget for World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
Whoever thought that comedians were going to be able to liven up Broadmoor is as bad as that one with the they done that show on TV. What was it called? Britain's Got Talent.
Oh yeah.
They had one in the paper saying Broadmoor's got talent.
Yeah.
That one got refused. But anyway, getting back to that's just another story.
Yeah.
Plenty of them. But getting back
so
to this
Matt
one, the one
struggled
that you know,
Yeah.
the comedian
Matt,
you know,
Matt.
I don't know whether that's the good one that turned it around,
Yeah.
or the other one that actually
We'll have to
walked
ask him.
off the stage under pressure.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Well,
ask.
we'll grill Matt on it when we see him. Do you know?
Yeah.
But I'll say that.
But yeah, Aaron Cunny's there. I knew the man that you know.
Yeah, the man that's going to come here probably in the next hour
Yeah.
to do an interview with us.
Yeah,
So
who'd have thought that?
we
But
shall
it's-
grill him on his comic talents in Broadmoor.
Yeah, maybe he is a good comic,
Yeah.
but
I mean, apparently he's quite good.
Yeah.
when you have people in the audience saying like, I feel paranoid, and they stand up as well, and they're not small people. You got to
Yeah.
remember, for an outside person coming in for
I
one
suppose you
night,
can't- Yes, it's hard
not
to.
going on a ward or nothing, but coming into the hallway, the hall itself, big dining area, like where they used to have visits. Like Ron Quaid had his visit in the hall, and Central Hall they called it. It was like a faith place, church, visiting hall, and they used to have functions there, like the discos, and
Yeah.
that's when you ate your steak and chips without Sutcliffe. No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was all bullshit. But getting back to this night, so one particular man stood up and went, I feel paranoid and I need to go back to my wall, I can't handle this all
What, because of
behaviour.
the comedians?
That was before they started.
Oh,
Brendan.
right.
All the man had done is come out and said, welcome everyone, and give off a one-liner.
Yeah.
Yeah? You know, try and gauge the audience.
Trying to get everyone, yeah.
Try and gauge you, and it was welcome everyone, I'm blah blah blah, we are here tonight, blah blah blah. Complete silence, and you think they're used to a comedy club where people
Yeah.
are having
Yeah.
alcohol,
I was gonna say
having a drink and a banter, and
Yeah.
they're paid money, ticket money, to go and see this comedian,
They're the
and they
best.
know what they're going to get, like adult humour is adult humour.
Yeah.
It don't have to be like, you know, like
It's a whole new line of heckling in Broadmoor, isn't it? Really?
yeah,
absolutely.
you sort of, yeah, definitely. Well, I didn't get
Don't you know you get eaten, don't you? That's what
But
it
it was
is.
sort of like, and one of them looking around, he's looking at his mate behind the curtain, just going all like that. Me, I'm sitting over at far end in one of the tables. All we had there at the time, this is before the Red Bulls got banned, but we was allowed Red Bull. And 0% alcoholic, alcohol-free, non-alcoholic beer. So that's the only time. You'd be able to go to have the shop there opposite, go in there.
What we'll do,
You
what
couldn't,
we'll do, Paul,
couldn't
right, is
handle the audience.
if you're going to stay around for a little
Yeah,
while,
I'll stay around
right,
for a little bit, yeah.
If Matt gets here, I
Yeah.
think you and Matt should sit here together and you
Maybe Matt could do his routine again.
Matt could show you, bring you back to that moment.
Yeah.
No,
his
I
routine.
prefer not to.
That's how bad it was.
Crucified him. No, that might be him. That is the one.
Yeah.
The one that actually
He
couldn't
might.
handle it and
Yeah.
needed
Yeah,
his mate
yeah.
to come and
Yeah.
get it back together.
Well,
So
This-
Paul, but we're going to say fantastic that he's been here.
I'd love to say, Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure you coming over, and this is the last time we're going to be at the castle, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've
it is,
invited you
yeah.
here today. It's a special day. We've only
Yeah.
we're moving out of here in a couple of days. It is a little
Yeah.
bit sad.
It
Right,
is
but
sad.
I'm so glad that you've come.
I'll
and
see your
spoke to
new
us.
place though.
And you will definitely be coming to my new place. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
All right, as a special guest. I love you loads, Paul. Right?
Can
all right?
I just ask Paul, are we allowed to leave the room now?
Yeah. Can we go now, Paul?
Yeah, we go.